Hello, good day everyone. Today's topic is animal cell. Cell is the basic unit of life, and every organism has billions of cells. Cell is the basic unit. By this, I mean to say that cell can live independently, and a group of cells make up a physiology of an organism. A group of cells make up a tissue, a group of tissues make up an organ, a group of organs make up organ system, a group of organ systems like the circulatory system, respiratory system, nervous system, etc. make up an organism, that is a human being or an animal. Similarly, there are billions of cells in the plants also. Okay, so now let us talk about the cells. Cell has three main parts. One is the cell membrane. Internal to the cell membrane there is cytoplasm. In between the cytoplasm there is nucleus. Nucleus is the main coordinating center of the cell, whereas the cytoplasm is the matrix where the other cell organelles are embedded or distributed. The cell membrane is the outermost covering of the cell. The cell membrane has a lipid bilayer, it has phospholipid layer, and also there are proteins embedded in between the lipid bilayer. This cell membrane gives shape to the cell. It also protects the cell from the external threats. It also helps in semi-permeability. By this we can say that it selectively allows the movement of certain substances out of the cell and also certain substances into the cell through the cell membrane. Then we have nucleus. Nucleus is a double membrane structure. This is called as nuclear envelope. Inside this there is chromatin, which is nothing but genetic material. There is also nucleolus. This nucleolus consists of ribosomes because it synthesizes the ribosomes. Then coming into the cytoplasm, one of the important organelle of the cytoplasm is mitochondria. This mitochondria is called as energy currency of the cell, by which we can say that it is the actual organ which synthesizes the energy required for the entire cell. Further, besides, there are also some organelles like endoplasmic reticulum. This endoplasmic reticulum is attached to the nuclear membrane. It is a series of vesicles. It can be of two types. It can be divided into two types, like the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and also a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is involved in synthesis of lipids, steroids, and also in metabolism of few drugs. Next, rough endoplasmic reticulum is involved in synthesis of proteins required by the body. Now, there are also some white dots in the cytoplasm. These white dots are nothing but ribosomes. These ribosomes are also involved in synthesis of proteins. But the thing is, the proteins which are required by the cell are synthesized by the ribosomes. Whereas the ribosomes present on the endoplasmic reticulum will synthesize the proteins which have to be exported out of the cell. Then coming to the Golgi complex. Golgi complex, you can see here, Golgi complex are a series of packed vesicles. They act as storage granules. Whenever a substance is synthesized, this Golgi complex will form a vesicle around the substance and will help in storage, and when it is required they will go to the cell membrane and help in expulsion of the substance out of the cell. Then we also have other organelles like lysosomes, peroxisomes, vacuoles, etc. These are all organelles which will help in storage of certain enzymes or food materials. Then we have microtubules. Microtubules, comes as a part of cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton is a skeleton of the cell which gives the strength or structural support to the entire cell. The cytoskeleton will have two type of filaments. One is called as microfilament, one is called as microtubules. Microfilaments are very small structures. They give actual strength to the entire cell, whereas microtubules are a bit longer than microfilaments. They help in movement of the organelles inside the cell. They also help in movement of the chromosome or DNA during cell division. Okay, still, so we have covered everything. Thank you.